And now for something completely different here on XWW and or my YouTube channel. This is a Phyrexia All Will Be One pre-release weekend, and your boy Dom Douglas here, he's going to play a couple of these. It's going to be fun, it's going to be awesome, and I'm totally not doing this right now because I forgot to do the intro about a half hour ago. No, not at all. I want to do 2 to 4 events. I don't know if I want to do them all today or, spread them out between today and tomorrow. But yeah, this is insane. It's going to be a fun set. I'm a little leery on the toxic mechanic, but I'm going to have fun. It's pre-release. Let's have at it. But first, I got to get my stuff ready. The book of the bag, which is empty right now. The camera mount for the camera I'm currently holding. The hoodie for the cold weathers. The beds. Alright, we need this, which is our pre-release kit. We'll need this, which is our mat. Commander stuff. I don't know. Oh yeah, we're gonna need tokens. This is the tokens box. I don't know, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20, 24 commander decks. Which commander decks to choose? That is the question. Let's see what's in the go-to. That is Urza. We'll bring Urza, just in case. I don't want to bring all of the decks. I just want to bring 2 or 3. That's Tarland. I think this one is Chatterfang. We're going to bring Chatterfang because I made a couple upgrades on it. And then I want to pick one of the Warhammer 40k decks. That is Adventures. I don't think it's going to be in any of these, actually. Horizontal ones. That is Gorion. That is... Oh no, this one was Dungeons. This is Adventures. We're not bringing any of those. Galta, Primal Hunger. No, not today. So, we're looking for a 40k deck. That's Edgar Markov. Light zip away. Imhotep the Stormlord. This is the Necron deck. Do I want to bring No, I already have Chatterfang, and that's already green-black. I want to bring the other one. That's Chulain. Otrini, the ever playful. Ishin, Two Heavens is One, which I have yet to play. Which is a running theme with a lot of my decks. I have yet to play this card. Or this deck. That's Zada. She's going to be on a little bit of retirement. I'm not bringing that to that table today. Even though I would be bringing 2 precons. Bellicor, Dark Lord Master, will be the other one. Now, we got to figure out where Chatterfang's going. So yeah, 23 commander decks I own. I'm bringing 3 of them. Because why not? But, just in case a random game comes up or somebody invites me to their pod or whatever, I want to be doing some shopping because I can at least want to pick up 3 to 4 more really kind of cheapy cases because I'm trying to get cards out of the boxes and whatnot. And the best part is I recently, as of the other day, redid this. So micro tour real quick as we got, I think, everything we needed. So this is remnants of some decks that I used to run. Those are old school World Championship decks, and these are nothing but sleeves. I haven't ripped these open yet, but these are 3 or 4 more boxes of sleeves of decks that I took apart. That is my Modern and Pioneer deck. It is mono red, playing Runaway Steamkins, and I have the cards to flip it between Pioneer or Modern. Too many dice.
Oh, here we go again.
And after a relatively short trip, we are here, Parker, Banner, Kent, and Wayne, and yeah, It's a pre-release. I pre-booked for the 3 o'clock one and then the 8 o'clock one. The 3 o'clock one is a normal sealed pool. You get the 6 decks, you make your deck, you go 1v1. 8 o'clock's going to be different, however. I need to find a partner because that's Two-Headed Giant. And I'm... Full confession, I know I might get a little bit of heat for this. I do not like Two-Headed Giant events. I feel like if I fail, I have failed not just me. If I fail on my own and sealed, that's my fault. But if I fail at a Two-Headed Giant event, I screwed the other person up, and I always feel that way. But it's going to be a beautiful, hot mess, and this store is great. I was here a couple weeks ago for Dominaria Remastered, and I had a lot of fun, had a blast. The environment is great. As a big truck is doing its best to kill this take, and I'm gonna keep it rolling. Why? Because that's how I roll. That's how Dom Douglas rolls, baby, when it comes to Magic the Gathering. Anyway, pre-release is gonna be fire. It's gonna be hot. This store is great. They have a vibrant playing community here. I saw a Legacy event the time I was being played by a couple of people. When do you see Legacy? And if you don't know what Legacy is, that's basically almost every card from Magic's 30-year existence. And there's a powerful plays being made and powerful cards that are there that I grew up playing and, you know, wish I had them. But, you know, I'm an idiot and got rid of them all before the Magic explosion happened because, you know, that's how Dom Douglas roll.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
Anyway, next cut is going to be me showing you what my pre-release draft kit is. Or my draft kit. Whatever it is. So, this is my pre-release kit. It's my draft kit. I have 10 of each land pre-sleeved with about 30 extra sleeves. The sleeves are all the same color, as you can see. It just makes drafting quicker, and I don't have to sleeve up the lands. And it's always cool bringing your own lands to the event. Also, some dice to keep track of life and counters and all that other stuff. And the deck box, and there's all the lands, and they're the Theros Beyond Death lands because I like them. So this is the pre-release kit that we got for the first event. This is opening. You open up the awesome packaging, and then inside that box is your 6 decks, your promo card, which you can use in your deck, along with the 20-sided spin down die with the Phyrexian symbol on there. Our promo card wasn't exactly the best card. It's a really good card in Commander, which I play a lot, but not for a sealed or draft event, as I have some issues trying to open up some packs. I always have that problem, though. But, you know, we generally rip into this one. I've sped the footage up a little bit, just so, you know, we're not here for 10 minutes as I open up my packs of cards. And you can see, you know, so far, so not the best first pack, but, you know, we opened up a Vraska, which had some Planeswalker, and a Phyrexian basic land. So I'm kind of happy right now with that Vraska. Proliferating is a thing in this set. So, you know, first pack rare is pretty good. Our makes up for the promo card that we got as we rip into pack 2 here. And, you know, the Furnace, the Hexgold Slash is great removal. Complete Devotion if you're in Toxic is great. And, you know, a couple of Mirrodin cards. And then we get a fast land, which basically can either tap for red or black, as long as I have 2 or less lands on the battlefield, and that's pretty good mana fixing, especially in this set. Pack 3, though, gave me a little grief trying to open it up. And we're seeing a couple of good cards. I'm kind of already feeling where I might be heading with this. Crawling Quarters is my favorite art of the set. And Phyrexian Atlas, you know, that's more mana fixing as well. And then, you know, we get a Kethka Crucible Goliath, and I'm thinking, you know, we're red-black artifact. We have the fast land, we have a couple key pieces for the red-black artifact sacrifice deck. So let's see where the next couple of packs takes us. You know, so far, I'm also noticing green-white. I got a pretty decent pull on green-white Toxic. And then our Monument to Perfection is a worthless card in this set. You could search for a basic or a sphere, but that other activated ability is not happening very easily, if at all. If it happens, it might happen in 1% of all the games played throughout Limited and Draft throughout this set's life cycle. Another pack opening up, realizing I'm getting some pretty good removal here. We got Slowbad, the Iron Goblin, which isn't that bad, but it is a sacrifice, artifact sacrifice outlet. So I'm like, ooh, like I kind of pulled really good on the black-red Rakdos sacrifice as we open up the last pack. And now I have a choice to make here, depending on what rare we open up. We got a Kemba Kai Enduring, which is a token generator. So now I have some important decisions to make. As you can see, we have plenty of time left after opening the packs. They give you about 50 minutes on a sealed to open up your packs and figure out how to build your deck. Sealed, you get 6 packs of cards, and with those 6 packs of cards, you make the best 40 card deck that you can possibly make with those. You can have basic lands brought in, you know, usually the store supplies basic lands, but if it's not a generic basic land, if it wasn't in your pool, you can't use it. The difference between sealed and draft, sealed you get 6 packs of cards and they are yours, you open them up, you make your deck. Draft, you open your pack, you pick 1 card out of that pack, and then you pass it to the person to your left. And then, you know, you get through that pack, you repeat the process until the pack is done, and then when you open up the second pack, you pick 1 card and you pass it to the person to your right, repeat that process till that pack is done, and then third pack, you only get 3 of them, by the way, on draft. You pick the card, you open up your pack, you pick that card, and you pass it back to your left. And with that, you should have 45 cards to make the best 40 card deck, lands included, in that you drafted. So you're kind of not having, it's my favorite format because you're not dealing with people who spent hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars on their Magic the Gathering decks. And it's more about brain power and overcoming not getting great rares, if you will. That being said, I'm not great in sealed or draft, but it is still my favorite format. As the clock slowly winds down, we have a half hour left to build our deck, and I'm looking at the pools right now and trying to figure out if the red-black Rakdos Sacrifice deck is what's the deck that I'm going to go with. I have a very great red-black pool here, but I also am conflicted in the back of my mind. But I'm looking at it about a week in advance after this, and I'm like, why didn't I do this? But that's a spoiler, sorry folks. But right now, I'm looking at this as a very complete deck, and I think I'm done. As the clock continues to wind down, we still have 22 minutes left to build our deck, so let's see how I can screw this up. So I'm stumped here at this point. I have a great Rakdos, which is black-red, artifact sacrifice deck, and I can just churn these artifacts out, but my brain isn't seeing the win condition. I don't have a home run hitter. I just have a very solid deck that I felt is missing a few key pieces to overcome the odds and win. And I'm also torn between the green-white Toxic Proliferate. Basically, all my creatures have Toxic, they give poison counters, and whenever I proliferate, I can add to those poison counters that they already have. So right now, I'm on the fence, and I'm trying to figure out, with time running out, I might add, on what deck should I take. And this is the other deck that I was thinking of. This is the green-white Proliferate Toxic deck. And I'm looking at the pool, and in my mind, I'm like, I feel it's easier for me to pilot. And on top of that, I have some great interactions, great synergies, and I can see the win con in my head, even though now I know that, you know, I should have went with the Rakdos Artifact Sacrifice. But there it is, like the green-white Toxic Proliferate deck, as you just get to see me utterly confused with 17 minutes remaining, and that is not a lot of time to make this choice. I really gotta put all my effort and thought, as you can see me doing right now, as hard as I can, and I decided to eventually settle on the green-white toxic deck because I just felt it was a little bit better and a little bit easier for me to pilot. After much deliberation between Rakdos, red-black, artifact sacrifice, and green-white toxic, I chose green-white toxic, splashing in the Phyrexia because proliferate. It's tough. It was a good pull though, very solid. I was actually able to see and actually make 2 decks and choose the better of the 2, I feel. But who knows what happens from here on. We have a few minutes left in deck building until round 1 starts, so I don't have that much time. I need to get kicking. Yeah, or something. I don't know. My prediction for this one, I might go 2-1 if I'm lucky. Next time you see me will be after round 1, and I'll give you the blow-by-blow play-by-play if, you know, we don't go to time. Well, it's about to start. All my poor decisions are about to come to fruition. Wish me luck out there, folks, even though I already know by the time this is edited up, I know how bad or good I did. But you don't yet. Don't forget, ExtremeTVOnline.com. $4.99 a month, first 5 days are free. Or, if you're in the area, check us out live. End of the month, Love, Hate, Tragedy. Monroe National Guard Armory. You know. Wish me luck, seriously, folks. Folks, if your thoughts and prayers are with me for round 1, I appreciate it. I got bodied completely and utterly. Deck did what it was supposed to do, it kind of farted a little bit as well, but, you know, game 1 was quick. It was like 3 minutes. I was like, oh no, am I going to have to switch to the black-red artifact sacrifice deck because, you know, reasons. And then stuck with it. And it did what it was supposed to do in game 2, but it simply wasn't enough. I got milled for like 12 cards. And the worst part is, I was about to turn the game around, says every Magic player ever who lost. Because the next card was Phyrexia, and I was going to be able to pop off, if you will. But, yeah, it didn't happen, because I went to -2 life before my upkeep. And that means you lost. And yeah, so round 1 is just about done. I mean, we almost went to time in that second game. It was a long game. It was a great game. It was awesome. The opponent was super cool, super fun, super good vibes. But right now, I need to figure out if I should make any changes to the deck before round 2. So, I don't know who buy is, but they decided not to show up for my second round. No, I got the buy. We have an uneven amount of people, so because I lost, I'm the unfortunate one who drew the buy, which basically means I get a free win, but I came here to play, not play, if you know what I mean. That being said, though, I mean, it's a fun format, and I love the store. The store is great. Right now, they have a couple people, I think, playing either Modern or Legacy, as I said before. Parker Banner, Kent Wayne. Wow, that's a mouthful to try to say. Right now, what I'm going to do is see if this gas station over here has some halfway decent food, because I have like 40 minutes until the next match. Yeah, so there we go. Okay, so this time I decided, because I was going to be there for at least 10 hours the entire time, because I was doing 2 pre-release events in this store, that because I got the buy, I was going to go eat some lunch. So I went to the gas station, and they had the ham and cheese pre-packaged thing, and that's all I could get. There's no other food stores around the area. But the buy is basically if you have an uneven number of people playing in the event where somebody drops out to makes it uneven, basically quitting the event after a round or two, sometimes what happens is you get the bye. You get a free win. You don't have to play, though, which kind of stinks. Because when it goes into tiebreakers, if you will, if I went 2-1 in the event, but one of my wins was a bye, and my other opponent, like somebody like right above me, was 2-1 as well, they're going to be ahead of me because they have a better total win-loss record throughout their games. Because and I may have forgotten to mention this before, but this is a best-of-3 format. So you and your opponent are playing 3 games of Magic, and whoever gets to 2 wins first wins. When you have a bye, your match record for that round is 0-0. So even if that person won 2-1 in their second round, they're still ahead of you because they actually won games, whereas you just got a free win. Round 3 is over very quickly for me. I got trounced. Pool was good. A couple of people said I should have done the red-black, but that was my mistake. But that's the beauty of pre-release. You get to find out all the cool stuff beforehand and all the mistakes that you can make so you can correct them in draft. Ladies and gentlemen, this was the first sealed event. In about an hour and a half, the second one starts. I'm going to squeeze some Commander games in before that happens. Don't forget, though, ExtremeTVOnline.com, $4.99 a month. First 5 days are free. What are you waiting for? Get it. You get this content, you get the wrestling, you get Firestar Pro, Future Stars, XWW, Cam Jackson's Block Party. Come on. Get it. Unlike me with these wins. It's 8 o'clock now here at Parker Banner, Kent and Wayne, and we're about to start the Two-Headed Giant event. It is a sealed, so we get the sealed kits with the pre-release promo card and the 6 packs and the special spin down die. And it's you and a partner sharing a card pool. So you open your 6 packs, they open their 6 packs. They figure out what they want to play, you kind of figure out what you want to play, you talk to each other as well, and then, you complement each other. If they're not playing any of the red, but you have an amazing red pool, you can borrow cards from your friend to put into your deck. Always, though, if you do these Two-Headed Giant events, at least bring either a pad or your phone and take a picture of what you opened up in total, along with your Two-Headed Giant partner, so at the end of the day, you don't get confused on whose cards belong to who. And this is the sealed Two-Headed Giant event that me and my partner, who is sitting across from me, we kind of just found each other. Actually, there's a couple cool employees in the store that, they were like, hey, do you have a partner? He needs a partner. And I was like, sure, why not? I'm not picky. As we get ready to open up pack 1, our promo card wasn't the best. Red Sun's Twilight isn't as good as you think. There's a lot of artifacts in here, but so far, the first pack, not giving me too much. And remember, me and my partner have to we can share our card pools to make our decks, individual decks, better. But, make sure you get it back at the end of the event. And first rare is a Monument to Perfection, and I already said that card's worthless in this format. Pack 2, getting some craziness now. Yeah, the footage is sped up because this was like 10 minutes of pack opening and edited and all that other stuff. But, opening up pack 2, and so far I'm not really digging where I'm going here. It's not as good as my pre-release at the first pre-release that I did, that's for sure. But then, we open up a Phyrexian art Jace, and that is a pretty nice card. Basically, it proliferates, it draws cards, it mills cards for your opponent, and now we're ripping into pack 3 because now I'm excited because of Jace. And then we get Ren, Executioner, Thane, so I have a kind of feeling I know where we're going with this.
I have no clue. No idea.
The sands of time continue to turn ever so slowly as we have 15 minutes left to make our deck. Two-Headed Giant's my least favorite format, I might add, because if I mess up in a draft or a sealed event 1v1, it's my fault. I feel like if I mess up, I cost another person wins. You know, I'm the blame for that. You know, kind of like when Jalen Hurts fumbled the ball in the third quarter. All right, got about 5 minutes left till the round starts. First round. Me and my opponent, we got some good stuff. Two-Headed Giant. So we get to share our card pools. You got to take pictures of your pools to make sure you get all your stuff back. He's going green, red, aggressive with toxic, which basically gives poison counters. And I'm going blue, black, kind of control, but mainly proliferating because I don't think anybody's going to expect it. And I pulled a Phyrexian art Jace, which all the... I'll show you the card right here. I can't read Phyrexian, so I don't know what the card does, so I'm going to have to pull it up on my phone real quick, take a picture of it, so if it comes into play, I can at least know what it does. Round 1 is officially over for Two-Headed Giant, and me and my partner, we won. It was a tough, close game. Red, black, and green-red aggro, and they almost aggroed us out on one turn, which would have been bad. But we pulled through. I slowed down because my deck started whiffing, like I drew a lot of land, which is something you don't want to do when you're the guy who's supposed to be adding counters to everything. Not even countering spells, I'm just adding counters to all the things in play. And eventually, at some point in time, I just kept drawing land after land after land. If it wasn't for my partner, we definitely would have lost that game. But shout out, it was a mother and a son. And she used to play back in the day, like when I used to play, and now her kids are playing. And it's amazing. And I know I just had to bleep myself, but you know, it is what it is. Like, it's awesome. It's like a generational thing now. Like, that's how long this game has been going on, folks. It's been 30 years for Magic the Gathering, and I know I wish I can get gameplay and all that other stuff, but this is just a test run. I don't even know if the store is going to appreciate me setting up a camera or whatnot. You know, we tread the water a little bit here on Dom Douglas in real life playing Magic. But that being the case, don't forget, and I know I'm a broken record when I say this, but go to ExtremeTVOnline.com, $4.99 a month. First 5 days are free. Catch all the amazing wrestling action from XWW. We got XWW, we got Firestar Pro Wrestling, we got Future Stars of AML, we have Cam Jackson's Block Party, we have podcasts, we have it all, folks. What are you waiting for? On that note, my round 2, I think, just began.
Oh, yeah.
You did the Shadowcast the Rocky Horror Shadowcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where okay. Yeah, because me and my friends are sitting in the front row a million years ago. Okay, whatever. I'll remember that here momentarily.
Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yeah, I've done it for many years. 27 years to be exact. But I have the Tim Curry character, Frankenfooter, boss tattoo on this arm. It's what I play. I either play that or the narrator, also known as the criminologist. That's what I do. We play the movie behind us and we pantomime the movie in front of a live audience at a movie theater. It's great. It's fun.
I'm sorry, you guys. You messed me up.
What else coming out?
So,
A lot.
yeah, so it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So we can be like 17 and 1, 2, 3, 4 poison. Yeah. That'd be 8 poison. And we
That card's worthless.
Blade Manus, ETB 2 counters. Attack to remove an oil counter, untap it, and give it +1/+1 to
Stinging Hive Master, a 3/2 with Toxic 1. When it dies, I create a 1/1 Might with Toxic 1 and it can't block. Sadness goes on the stack and it resolves, and I'm good. It was bad. My soul hurts because of it. We got rocked. Sup, Chandra? We got rocked. I drew 5 lands in a row. Couldn't come up with anything. Every time we brought a creature on the field, they had the perfect answer for it. It was a great game, but we got wrecked. Like, I'm still hurting about it. This is as much as a... It's like when Honky Tonk Man lost the Intercontinental Championship and the Warrior beat him in like 20 seconds or something like that. That's how bad. We were the Honky Tonk Man. Our opponents were the Ultimate Warrior. Fun times, great store. Round 3 is going to happen in like a half hour. Yeah, that's how bad we got. We still have a half hour until the round ends. That being said, though, I'm going to go back inside because it's kind of cold out right now.
Poison is an older mechanic in Magic the Gathering. Phyrexia All will be one. It has a mechanic, also, you know, a gimmick, if you will. The gimmick for this set is Poison and Proliferate. But they redid Poison. Normally, if a creature gave poison counters, if it was like a 2/2 that gave a poison counter to an opponent, it would swing in, and if it did combat damage to a player, instead of them losing 2 life, they would get 1 poison counter, or as many poison counters as that card says it gets, you would get. And if you got 10 poison counters, you lost the game immediately. They brought that back in a reworked, repackaged way with Toxic 1, Toxic 2, Toxic whatever. If a creature's 1/1 with Toxic 1, if it deals combat damage to a player, not only does it do 1 point of damage to that player, but you get 1 poison counter as well. I think the highest they go is like a couple cards that have Toxic 3, I think 2 have Toxic 4, and I think 1 has like Toxic 5 or something like that. But you have to get combat damage in. But not only do you get damage, but you're getting poison counters. The other gimmick to this set is Proliferate. And that basically gives anything, players, planeswalkers, creatures that have counters on them, another counter of that kind. So if a creature has a +1/+1 counter, making it stronger and tougher, it's going to get another one of those counters. If a planeswalker has some ability points left on it, it's going to get another ability point. If you, the player, have a poison counter on it, you get a poison counter. So what me and my teammate for Two-Headed Giant are trying to do, he's given the poison counters, I'm proliferating. So not only are we swinging in and giving poison counters to our opponents, but I'm also adding to that via my spells and abilities. It works a little different in Two-Headed Giant, though. You need to give the one team 15 poison counters instead of 10.
Just, wow, this is just a comic book and graphic novel and section and whatnot. We have the pop wall behind us. Like, there's a whole other rack of, like, bins of comic books. And the whole opposite side of the store is all the Magic tables laid out. Every single one of them is full right now, folks. I'm telling you. Scene's popping here. I'm waiting for round 3 still. It's like 25 minutes since the last time I talked, and it's still going. We were the first ones to finish our second round by a long shot. Post-Carnage report, ladies and gentlemen. As it gets really dark here. Yep, that gas station's not open, I think. It was an intense pre-release. So much so that we won 2-1, got a couple prize packs, didn't open them on camera, unfortunately, as they go completely dark. But that being said, it was still an overall fun, enjoyable experience. Phyrexia All B1. Dom Douglas pre-release in real life shenanigans is just about done and over with. Thank you all for watching, and enjoy. And once again, ExtremeTVOnline.com, $4.99 a month. First 5 days are free. You get access to all of the wrestling content, this stuff that you're watching right now too, podcasts, video versions of podcasts as well. I want to thank you all for watching, and have a great evening. And as always, because it's a magic show, may your top deck always be mythic.